I'm trying to figure out. This may be it. This may be it. It may be 53535. Okay, and then this is A B C. Okay, and we come down here for continuation. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. Initial diagonal 53535. So wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. Remember, these initial diagonals, wave 4 doesn't have to respect the 382 in a leading diagonal. I call it an initial diagonal sometimes, excuse me. It's just that wave 4 cannot come into the region of wave 2, okay? But still, wave 2 cannot retrace beyond the 618 of wave 1, and wave 3 cannot be the shortest wave, okay? Those are the rules for the leading diagonals, okay? So that's what I'm seeing on the charts. So I am seeing a retracement here, a two-wave retracement, if you will. If you count this as a wave 1, I'm seeing a two-wave retracement. So I'm simply, if this is indeed an impulse, and that's how I'm looking at it, I'm simply going to put my stops behind the 618, right? And the way I do it is I don't put it right on the line. I put it below the 50% of the band. Okay, that's, in my experience, been a good place to put stops, high stops, because there you can always get a little wickage, but it doesn't invalidate the level unless it wicks beyond the 50% region, in my experience. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing, and that's what I'm trading. All right, I'm still in my excessively high leveraged trade, but now that's sort of with stops and profit, and I'm looking to take this all the way to this level. Hello everyone, my name's Dean. Let's talk crypto. This is where you subscribe for daily Bitcoin updates and technical analysis. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. Today is March 13th, 2022, and Bitcoin is looking like it's getting ready to blow. If you're subscribed to the channel, you will know that I've been saying that we are going to pump imminently as far as I'm reading the charts. Okay, I could be wrong, but that's what I'm trading for. This is why I entered a very high leveraged trade to the upside earlier this morning. This is why I'm looking for the price to go up. And as you know, if you're subscribed to the channel, my upper limit for this positive price action is currently around 52K, okay? That represents the 618 Fibonacci retracement level of the 73-day drop, all right? So let's get into it. Without further ado, we're on the hourly chart. We see our reversal pattern, okay? And just for quick background, because there are always some new subscribers, we had 73 days of drawdown, okay? Right here. This is what I'm talking about. We have 5 waves down. I'm counting 5 waves in terms of an ending diagonal, which is a 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. That's the only way it makes sense to me. Okay, after you get 5 waves down, invariably, according to Elliott wave theory, you get 3 waves up. All right, this is what I'm seeing is 3 waves up. All right, I'm seeing this as being 1 wave. This is being 2 waves. And so I'm seeing a third wave. Very simply, I think the best technical analysis is the most simple. And the best analysis, generally speaking, the most elegant analysis, and usually the most practicable analysis in nature and in science and everything is the simplest. Okay, so not to overcomplicate things, those are the 3 waves I'm looking for. Elliott wave theory states 5 waves down or 5 waves up. If it's 5 waves down, then 3 waves up. If it's 5 waves up, then it's 3 waves down, right? And that's what I'm seeing on the charts, and that's why I'm seeing it. Okay, now, one could say, all right, Dean, that's great, and we know that 5 waves, 3 waves. We get that. But who's to say we're going to get it now, right? It may take some time. Well, to that I say this. Very simply, let's zoom in and we're on the 4-hourly time frame, we can see ever since January when we started this reversal pattern, right, to the upside, we have clearly put in one wave here, okay? And what constitutes a wave? A corrective wave comes in three. All corrective waves come in three according to Elliott wave theory, and you need a minimum retracement of the 0.5 Fibonacci. I'm getting this in this A wave, and A wave is by definition an initial break of structure. The B wave is composed, all right? It comes in 1, 2, 3 as well, all right? That's why I'm seeing three waves in B, okay? And then you have this section right here, which is essentially a reversal section. I call it a C section. And so I want to zoom in on that because people are saying, well, why are we going to move up now? I don't know exactly when we're going to move up, but based off of what I'm reading, it's imminent, all right? And the more I zoom in, the more I see the everything that is required by a reversal pattern fulfilled. That's why I'm on edge waiting for reversal, okay? And I'm going to show you one more thing after this, okay? So I zoomed into what I call the C section, okay? And that is, of course, the third and final section of this reversal pattern, right? This is the end of B, just so you can get some bearings, okay? This is the end of B right here, okay? And so this right here, this final section is like a mini simulacrum, a mini carbon copy of what you've just seen. A little A wave, right? A B wave, and then this, all of this right here is essentially a big A, B, C. That's all I'm seeing, okay? And so I think that we started reversal right here, right there. The exact time and date was right around the 10th of March, okay? That's when I'm starting to look long, okay? I'm seeing that we've got the A, we've got the B once more, a composed B wave. And so everything from here on out, March 10th, I'm looking long. It's not a question of if for me, it's a question of when. And again, I'm basing this solely on market structure. I'm looking at market structure and it's showing me very clearly that once again, I'm seeing an A wave, I'm seeing a B wave, and some of you might say, well, how many of these do you have to get? I don't know exactly, okay? Sometimes I see 3. Usually I see 3. But, you know, the idea of this sort of pattern and any patterns that's fractal is that it happens over and over and over again, and the smaller the time frame, the more you can see it repeating over and over and over again. So we zoomed in, and once more we see an A wave and a B wave. Even though I'm wrong, and this may not take us to our 52K target, I know that this is going up because based on market structure, this is an A wave, this is a B wave. I think they're complete A waves and B waves. So I'm expecting a pump. Actually, the A wave is right here. The B wave is like this. Excuse me. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing. All right, now zoom in even more. Let's go on the 15-minute time frame, and let's see what happened since yesterday's video. Because yesterday I say, blast off, question mark, exclamation point, question mark. I think this is, all right? And this is where I got in on this long. Let's go even smaller time frame, 5-minute time frame. I got in on a long down here, okay? And one of the reasons I got in on this long was very simple. Yesterday, and I actually got stopped out twice before actually making this trade successfully. And it's successful because I'm in profit already, and my stops are in profit, and they're put in such a way that the trade can progress. If you're subscribed to the channel, you'll know. I say you only need 3 things to win a trade. 1, you need to know whether the price is going up or down. 2, you need to know where to put your stops so that the trade can progress unperturbed, okay? And obviously, you're practicing good risk management. You're not losing your shirt in case of failure, all right? And 3, you have to know where to take profit, all right? So I'm going to answer that last question in a second. But I won this trade already because I put my stops down here, and let's zoom in on the 5-minute time frame. All right, and let's look at this. Oh, sorry, I zoomed out just to show you something. So I initially got in right here. Okay, I was under the impression that this was the breakout. This one right here. Right here. Okay, and I got in. I was up. I was in profit, and then we came down past or just touching the 618. I usually hide my stops behind the 618, right? In an impulse, wave 2 cannot retrace beyond the 618. We know that. But then we came up here, and then we went back down, which leads me to believe this is not a wave 2. This is a B wave, okay? So what happens in a B wave? A B wave is usually composed. It has 3 waves. And this is a standalone. It can be a standalone B wave, but it wasn't, okay? So this is your A wave. This is your B wave right here. And I knew that the last leg of the B wave has to be impulsive. So what I did is I counted 5 waves down here and got up early in the morning. I spied 5 waves after getting stopped out. And I said, okay, I know after 5 waves you get 3, okay? And so I was expecting 3. And so that's why down here I spied 3 waves, okay? And it may have been sort of a very small time frame, but I spied 3 waves and I knew that we were going up because we'd come down for 5 waves, so I knew we were going up, okay? And so that's why I got in right here. And now I'm waiting to see. So far, so good. What do I think we have? Let's go on even smaller time frames. I think that this right here is in a leading diagonal, okay? And leading diagonal is essentially where you get, I think of it as this. It's consolidation and impulse put together. It's how price can matriculate upwards or downwards and still consolidate because it's fighting against an overwhelming trend, and an overwhelming trend is down and price is trying to go up, but it can't just shoot up quite yet because there's a lot of surrounding activity. There's a lot of people on the other side of the market. So if you want to go up, there's a lot of sellers still in this zone. So you're going to see a lot of consolidation. And the way price does that is by using the leading diagonal. That's my understanding. That's how I read it on the charts. That's how I fundamentally sort of understand it, okay? So I see a 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, okay? And actually what we may have gotten here is a zigzag, and the 5, 3, let's see. I'm trying to figure out. This may be it. It may be 5, 3, 5, 3, 5. Okay, and then this is A, B, C. Okay, and we come down here for continuation. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. Initial diagonal 5, 3, 5, 3, 5. So wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. Remember, these initial diagonals, wave 4 doesn't have to respect the 382 in a leading diagonal. I call it an initial diagonal sometimes, excuse me. It's just that wave 4 cannot come into the region of wave 2, okay? But still, wave 2 cannot retrace beyond the 618 of wave 1, and wave 3 cannot be the shortest wave, okay? Those are the rules for the leading diagonals, okay? So that's what I'm seeing on the charts. So I am seeing a retracement here, a 2-wave retracement, if you will. If you count this as a wave 1, I'm seeing a 2-wave retracement. So I'm simply, if this is indeed an impulse, and that's how I'm looking at it, I'm simply going to put my stops behind the 618, right? And the way I do it is I don't put it right on the line. I put it below the 50% of the band, okay? That's, in my experience, been a good place to put stops, high stops, because there you can always get a little wickage, but it doesn't invalidate the level unless it wicks beyond the 50% region, in my experience, okay? So that's what I'm seeing, and that's what I'm trading. All right, I'm still in my excessively high leveraged trade, but now that's sort of with stops and profit, and I'm looking to take this all the way to this level. All right, so let's take a timeout. If you've gotten value up until this point, please like the video, share with others who may be interested in what Bitcoin's doing, technical analysis that's sound, as well as Elliott wave theory, and subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. All right, and let's keep going. Let's zoom out so we can look at a target if this indeed is going to continue upwards, which I think it will. All right, so we're on the 15-minute time frame, and very clearly we have all this activity, and let's just look at levels. You see something here. I don't have to pull out the VPVR. Actually, let's go on a higher time frame so we can just look left and see price action. Okay, we're down here. We clearly have some resistance up here around 40K, okay? That's your first resistance. There's clearly more resistance around 40,200, okay? And then I would say the last bit of resistance in this frame is about at 44K, okay? I don't know how high it will go, but my hunch is the first target would have to be whatever this the target of this W pattern is, because if we matriculate upwards here, right, we're basically going to make a W pattern with a neckline that has, you know, this neckline right there, right? And so that target to me is very clearly up here. Okay, that's my first target at 40K, 40,200 thereabouts. Okay, that's where I'm seeing the price come first. Okay, and now let's make that make sense using Fibonacci extensions. So if, let's say, we made it up to this point, right, this neckline, we retraced 0.5, 618 thereabouts, you do see that that 40,200 level is right at the 1618. And what do we know about the 1618 to the 2 region? We know that any extension in Elliott wave theory, typically the third wave extension is typically found at 1618, between the 1618 and the 2. The minimum extension is the 1 Fibonacci extension. So I think it's very likely that we do find a little bit of resistance between the 1618 and the 2, put in a wave 4 correction, and then find our way to the 44 level in an extended wave 5. Okay, that's what I'm saying. An extended wave 5 where you would essentially be using this right here, this entire sort of price action as some sort of a W pattern, cup and handle, something like that, right? And so I'm not going to mess around and take profit at 40K. Like I said, this is an extremely high leverage trade. It was very complex to make the entry. I'm going to explain to you how I made it in a second, but I'm basically going to enjoy the fruits of my labor by letting this ride all the way up to, did I say 44? 42, 42.3, right? Wherever this top is. Okay, that's what I'm seeing, right? Obviously, more candles, more information, more refined analysis. But for now, I'm putting in the system my target as being the top of this move right here. Okay, that's where I'm looking for the end of this pattern before continuing up, right? And we do have some resistance here as well. All right, and very quickly to end the video, how did I make this entry? Okay, I'm a discretionary rules-based trader. That basically means I can't just set like some rules and the RSI is at this point, and you know this is at that point, and I'm just going to buy. Whenever this line crosses that, I'm buying. No, I look at these patterns and I have to see context, okay? And just like I told you, I'm looking for these reversal patterns, complete reversal patterns. And one of the reasons I was so sure to take the trade, even with very, very, very high leverage and very small window basically a small margin of error, okay? Because a little bit of a move against me and I'm not only stopped out, but liquidated, okay? And the way I did this was by simply identifying 5 waves, okay? And I have to be sure, okay? If I'm not sure, like I said, I'm liquidated. I'm not stopped out, I'm liquidated, okay? Obviously, I can put a stop in, but I lose quite a bit, right? So I identify 5 waves, and I say it's likely that we have 5 waves, but still, I'm not going off of we definitely have 5 waves. I'm gonna buy. No. Then I go on very small time frames. By very small, I mean minute, okay? And I go down, and here, where did I do this? I did it right here. Okay, I was right here. And I watched this play out. I literally sat here and I got up early. I sat here and waited for like an hour and a half or 2 hours just watching the price play out. Okay. And, some people may think that this is easy, whatever. Like, this takes a lot. It's like a high performance sport. It takes a lot of attention. It took a lot of effort not to get like zoned out. Okay. And what I'm looking for, 2 things. I'm looking for volume, right? I'm looking for spikes in volume. So I looked for the spike in volume for that move, but I didn't get the spike as much as I got my consolidation. And I said, once we break this plane, I'm putting in the long. And that's what happened. And then I started putting, trailing my stops, basically putting it higher and higher and higher based on the Fibonacci retracement levels and how high we were going. Okay. That's basically how I did it in short. All right. And that's pretty much it. I think we're going up. If you look at volume on high time frame, we have more volume than we've had in recent past than we've had, in the past. So we definitely are going somewhere. All right. Thank you. Bye.